Right then, we are back again, and I think changing to a different count has actually sorted it out. And I will get everything set up. So, Merck and Pesci really going at it as well, may I mention. Through into turns 1, 2, 3 and 4, they've continued their battle here. Emerging into some battle, this one. Tyre situation up, so everybody is on the 11 lap old mediums. Lynx and Mr. Poem are in for fresh hards, as is Lost at the back of the field. I do hope some people do join us for this, because I do believe it is all back up and running, which is very nice. And there's no lag. Ever since I changed to the different account, there was no lag. I do not understand it, but there you go. I've done nothing different apart from changing to a different account. Apparently that may have fixed it. Don't understand it, but there you go. I've got to say, Hazer's got a really good advantage here. 2.5 seconds, and let's just check the position changes as well. Merck is up 3. Pesci did actually start P3. Bad Boy did start P2. Bad Boy is DNF though, unfortunately, from this race. Quite a chaotic start. There's only 3 drivers who have stopped. Enhanced, making a move on Steel Lane. Big move there on the exit of the back straight. So the Ferrari up into P7. A couple of drivers, Merck and Tajani, both in the pits. Don't forget Merck was in second place or squabbling with the McLaren of Pesci. I wonder if he's been doing that throughout the majority of this race here. Anyway, Steel Lane, Bolt, Tajani and Merck all into the pits. Who will get ahead of who between Merck and Tajani? It's going to be close. And Merck is just ahead of the Alpine, and he will come out ahead. And he will be back out in P6. What's the gap to Lynx Peace? He is also right behind them. So yeah, Lynx Peace has emerged just behind Merck and Tajani here. So it will be a 3-way battle, effectively, between Merck, Tajani and Lynx in P6, 7 and 8. Who will emerge victorious between them, or can Pesci, or even the most likely opportunity for Hazer to come away with the victory here at Shanghai? Of course, Hazer and Pesci still needing to make their pit stops. This could put Pesci behind not just Merck, not just behind Tajani, but also behind Lynx Peace if he boxes this lap. I don't see a way that Pesci will be out ahead of this trio. I think he'll be behind all 3 of them if he makes a pit stop now. I think Hazer will be ahead of all 3 of them, however. So I think it's a good chance for Hazer to pit now if he wants to. But Pesci surely is going to be behind all 3 of them. Hazer stays out. Merck. Pesci does go in. So Hazer stays out. Pesci is into the pits. Hard tyres will go on for him. Hazer, the big surprise as he stays out in the AlphaTauri, and Lynx goes down the inside into turn 14 onto Johnny Brinkman and taking the Dutchman and up into P7. He will go up a few more places because Pesci, William and Enhanced, the debutant, are into the pits, and off goes Tajani, and he'll have to try and stay in behind Lynx Peace if he can. He is closing the gap leading into turn 1. But there you go, the Red Bull stays clear and is up in 4th place. And Pesci does indeed come out behind all 3 drivers. Merck, Lynx and Tajani are above the McLaren of Pesci. And I still believe Hazer may go ahead of Merck if he pits this lap. But he needs to pit. He needs to pit at some point. Pesci is 1.5 seconds behind Lynx Peace and Tajani. So he's not really helped himself in that overcut, really. The overcut strategy has not benefited the ability and the capabilities of that McLaren of Pesci. He needs to do something. I don't forget Tajani will be getting 2 ounces of DRS. First of all, it's turn 14, and then crucially into turn 1 as well. But that battle into turn 14 is when Tajani will enjoy the DRS, and when Pesci will really want to close in and get himself within 1 second. Let's see if he's able to on this occasion. William and Mr. Poem battling as well. William with the 2-lap overcut, sorry. As Hazer is into the pits, the AlphaTauri does come in from the race lead. Will he stay in the race lead, providing Wizard Rex picks, as Tajani takes Lynx down the inside of the turn 14. Effectively a repeat of what Lynx did the previous lap, but Lynx is going to go side by side, almost. Wow, that could have been chaotic into turn 16, but Link's piece holds off. Merc with the fastest lap, and this will be interesting now as he clears Hazer. Hazer is dropping down like a fly, and Hazer is only ahead of Pesci. The two championship protagonists are going at it here, but Hazer now is on the rear of Link's piece. P4 and P5, they need to take the trio ahead if any of them want to win here at Shanghai. This could be a chance for Merc. He leads by 1.6 seconds over Tajani Brinkman. Can the Alpine catch up, or will they need the likes of Lynx, Hazer and Pesci to help close that gap towards Merc? I know Hazer will feel he definitely has the pace here. William has been overtaken by Mr. Poem meanwhile, and Mr. Poem up into the top 6. Enhanced currently battling with Steel Lane in that battle over P9 as well for the Ferrari or the Aston Martin. Not quite Charles Leclerc v Fernando Alonso vibes. Then again, we haven't really seen that enough this season at all. But again, what racing have we seen this season in the real life world? Not a lot, let's be honest. Pesci though, Pesci is on the rear of Hazer. He's going to go for a move here to stop his championship rival taking Lynx. Pesci will go down the inside on Hazer into turn 14. They are side by side, the championship rivals. Through goes Pesci and up into P4 buys the McLaren. Superb stuff. Next up, Lynx piece in the Red Bull. And can Pesci get one and then two as he also takes the fastest lap on lap 15 or at the end of lap 15. Brilliant stuff. And there you go, thank you for the fruit, Doug. I literally, again, I don't know if you were here at the start, but obviously the internet issues were fixed, and you want to know how they were fixed? By changing my account to my commentary account. That's how they were fixed. Thank you for the flute, anyways. It goes on for ages, doesn't it? Anyways, Pesci and Link still going at it. Unbelievable. Let's have a little watch from Hazer's POV. This will be intriguing to watch because they are still side by side. Running down turn 7 into turn 8 now. And through goes Hazer! He takes Link's piece. What a move! But contact between Hazer and Pesci. Is there any front wing damage? But the AlphaTauri has made the move and is up into 4th place. Lynx loses not 1 but 2 spots. And there you go, Hazer with the crucial move to follow in his championship rival and get himself up into 4th place. Can he get Pesci on the straight? Pesci will get DRS from the rear of Tajani Brinkman. Tajani Brinkman will not get DRS. Pesci will be closing the gap, but he doesn't have DRS, Pesci. No DRS for Pesci, but he's held the gap to Hazer immaculately. Quite astounding as a little slip player from Link's piece. Hazer with a little one as well, but Link's piece was a little bit larger on the slip front as Chelsea have made it 2-1 against Newcastle United with Cole Palmer scoring. So it is 2-1 to Chelsea in that battle for probably mid-table supremacy in that one. William has now got Mr. Poem into turn 1 and up into P6 he goes. Seems like more moves are being made between those two into turn 1 and not into turn 14, which is a relative surprise. Battle still going on further down as Hazer looks down the inside of Pesci. Enhanced, Steel Lane and Wizard Rex are the ones going at it. As for P9, P10 and P11 respectively down the field. And let's see, will Hazer try and get a move on his championship rival? Don't forget he's got 1 lap fresher tyres, so it's not exactly going to give him the world of a difference, but it could give him that greater grip come the end of the event. But how much more grip? Not going to be much more, you imagine. But he will have a clear advantage over everybody else, Hazer. He's looked the quickest because he was leading when I got into the session by about 2.5 seconds from Merc and Pesci, who were going side by side by the time I had joined the session. And there you go, so you can see Hazer is all over the rear of Pesci, making a move on Pesci, I thought. Pesci has gone round the outside of Tajani. Oh, this gives Hazer the chance that he needs. Unbelievable. Through goes Hazer. Has he got him? Yes, he has. You bet your dollar. Hazer out of turn 16 clears Pesci, but Pesci comes again. He comes again, round outside into turn 1, into the stale section, side by side of two title rivals. Hazer and Pesci. Hazer stays ahead. Absolutely brilliant driving between the trio here. It will allow Merck to go 2 seconds ahead. Hazelo is onto the podium. Next up, Link's Piece in the Red Bull. Well, actually, no, not Link's Piece. It's actually Tajani Brinkman. Apologies, Link's Piece. You're definitely not in this battle just yet. Although you're not far behind, 1.2 seconds. But Hazer made that brilliant move there on Pesci. Pesci did go wide into turn 14, trying to make an overtake on Tajani. Couldn't do it, and through went Hazer. Absolutely superb racing there from the AlphaTauri. Can he get himself up into P2? He just needs to bypass the Alpine of Tajani, which he can bide his time, knowing that the battle from turn 13 into turn 14, that critical back straight, it is coming, and it will emerge now, because here comes Hazer, and surely no fight, no contest, as the DRS has now been activated, and Hazer will make the move on Tajani, and Pesci's trying to close it as well. Pesci's going to go for it as well. Bit of contact with Hazer, nothing major, but oh, Pesci's gained the places. Not sure on that one, I've got to say. Pesci did make contact with both Hazer and, well, I think just Hazer, maybe Tajani, but certainly contact there between Pesci and Hazer. It has lost Hazer 1 place, it has lost Tajani 1 place, it has gained Pesci 2 places, but the hard racing continues. Merck now leads by 2.4 seconds, and down the inside goes Hazer, side by side again into the stale section. Hazer holding it round the outside, incredible stuff, beyond turns 3 and 4, Hazer is back ahead, but they retain the side by side, and through goes the AlphaTauri, but Pesci breaks later, but cannot hold on. Hazer's through again, but Pesci trying to fight it once more. Unbelievable battling. Merck now leads by 3 seconds. What a race he is having. Incredible undercut. He has gone 2 laps longer, effectively, than Hazer come the end of the race. That's what he needs to do, but he's got a good gap on this trio. Link's Piece is falling away now, and also further down the field, Rusted Bolt is closing in on Mr. Poem, unable to make the overtake, but 0.2 of a second between them. Let's go back up then, but Pesci now is 0.8 of a second behind Hazer. Hazer is making a move, and that move is to pull clear of his 2 rivals behind here. No battery for any of those in the top 4, as you can see by the red light flashing here. And let's go down towards Rusted Bolt. He is going to make this move and clear the Aston Martin on Mr. Poem, and up into P7 goes the AlphaTauri of Rusted Bolt. Looking like a good Grand Prix here from the AlphaTauri team, both in the top 7. Link's Piece now receives a 3-second penalty. Does that give William a chance? William does have fresher tyres. Link's Piece has been dropping off here, as Pesci once again closing in on Hazer into turn 1, but unable to make an overtake. Let's check in also with Mr. Poem, all over the rear now of Rusted Bolt, having been overtaken into turn 14. He was looking at a move into turn 1, sadly unable to make it stick. And let's see what Wizard Rex can do. Keep competing here with Enhanced. Steve Lane is the one who was dropped out of this battle. Lost as well as the one deserving. My apologies on not really noticing that too much until now. He is a new driver. Lost did race in Tier 2 at Silverstone last week. But now he's racing tonight. Trying to get out Williams some points with Merck in the team as well. At the end of the day, if he finishes P12, he finishes P12. It doesn't really, he doesn't need to do a lot, does he? Just finish the race, and I think Williams will be happy with a P12. Especially if Merck wins, P1 and P12 will be a very strong points haul for Williams. It's also a very strong haul for the AlphaTauri. Red Bull, sadly, 1 DNF to the name of Bad Boy. Lynx has been caught, or is being caught, rather, by William. That gap is less than 4 seconds. And Wizard Rex then making his move down straight into turn 14 and making it stick on Enhanced. Up into P9, and I'm sure these two will have a ding-dong battle until the end. Hazer certainly beginning to ring and rein in Merc here. 1.2 seconds now. We might be getting DRS on the exit of turn 13 potentially. Let's keep watch of that one. So I just got a little drink there, and let's keep watching this. Pesci has lost ground though, 1.1 seconds, because Hazer is pushing. Hazer's almost within DRS range of Merc now. 1 second. Is he going to get under 1 second here? DRS activation point is on the exit of turn 11, which leads to the bend at turn 12. There you go, and that is the activation point. I think Hazer has got DRS here. I'm under the belief that Hazer will have his rear. Will it open? Yes, it does. There you go. Hazer has got DRS on Merc for the first time since they both made their pit stops here. So he doesn't gain too much, but that's not surprising. Tajani keeping Pesci honest in our battle for the potential final podium spot here. It depends. If they can catch up to Merc as well, Merc will know he has got two real quick challengers behind him. And also, Tajani's looking handy as well, it must be stated. Hazer taking a much more narrow line round turns 1, 2 and 3. Whereas Hazer taking the narrow line, Merc taking a wider line. So, critical to see their line changes, and Pesci is still losing that time now. 1.6 seconds behind Hazer, although we did gain a couple of tenths. For a moment, Hazer's gained them back, however. I don't think Pesci is a real threat towards Hazer now, unless we get a late safety car, which is always a chance of getting a soft tyre running. Steen has gone for fresh softs meanwhile, potentially looking at a fastest lap here. It's looking good for Hazer. Looking good for Merc in terms of a podium. Who else can get on there? Would it be Pesci or would it be Tajani? There's a long time to go yet. And if Merc can keep Hazer behind or re-overtake him maybe into turn 1. Just depends what Hazer do. Will he go for the overtake into turn 14? It's not close enough, but he is a lot closer than what he has been. Tajani makes the move on Pesci before turn 14, and up into P3 he goes. Let's keep watch of this one as Wizard also takes Poem and is up into 8th position. To be fair to Merc, Hazer is not close enough on the run down into turn 1, or is he? Or is he? He's going to look at it round the outside, but just not there for him. But he can have an inside line here, and they are side by side. Poem receives a 30-second time penalty. Hazer draws alongside Merc here, avoiding getting onto the gravel, and they're still going at it side by side. Round into turns 5 and now into turn 6. Hazer with the inside line, Merc with the outside line. Gonna be tricky. Who will be ahead? I think Hazer may just edge ahead here, but Merc is trying to fight him hard. Down the inside goes the Williams, and Hazer holds it round the outside gloriously, and up into P1 he goes. But Merc now will be the one getting DRS effectively out of turn 13. Is that a mistake from Hazer to overtake, or was that a wise decision? Just allow for the likes of Tajani and Pesci to close up as well now. 1.2 seconds behind is Tajani, and that gap is beginning to close as well. Pesci may get DRS quite soon here. Let's see, does Merc go for the overtake on Hazer? It looks like he is. He's definitely got the overspeed, and through goes Merc before you even get to turn 14. Hazer definitely trying to cut back nicely, but unable to retake the place, so Merc does retake P1 here. Hazer do anything on the exit of turn 16, leading into turn 1, he would definitely get back. The overspeed now, using up whatever battery he has left, which is not much. Pesci does get the move on Tajani, and he is 1 second behind as well now, so he will be within DRS range. A four-way battle with Link's piece dropping back. He is now 6 seconds behind this battle here. Mr. Poem into the pit. He is actually retired from the Grand Prix. Sadly, in this evening's event, C Lane still on those soft tyres and on the rear of Lost. You do imagine this will be easy pickings for the Aston Martin, and through goes C Lane, and up into the top 10 he will go. Well, the yellow flags are just for the Mr. Poem retirement from the race, unfortunately. This car just going into turn 1 now. Hazer still clear ahead of Merck. Pesci has not kept up though. He's down at 1.3 seconds. So whatever these two are doing, keep doing it and keep working your magic. It is definitely working to keep Pesci behind. But let's see if Merck does go and re-overtake Hazer or not. Hazer has literally no battery remaining here. Merck will go down the inside. Hazer cannot fight that one. I did also see, never noticed it before, I was having a look on the onboard and I saw the driver head move left, the Merck's driver head. His head moved left. I wonder if that's to indicate that when he was overtaking Hazer, he also looked left. When he was obviously racing. Anyways, down the inside goes Hazer again. Merck going very wide. Round at turns 1, 2 and 3. It just means Hazer is getting through every single time. Is it a mistake? Is it a mistake for Merck to keep letting him go? Is he doing it on purpose or is it accidental? Or should Hazer bide his time until the final lap here? Maybe try and save some battery. If you can save battery at China. Maybe you can't because they're all struggling for it. As you can see, Hazer really struggling on that steering wheel for the battery, so maybe he's struggling too much. Maybe he can't keep up when it comes to the battery department. One man who can keep up, Merck, is the only one really out of these four, as Pesci is within 9/10 of a second now. Has he got DRS for the first time on the top 2? I think he does. So now it is going to be a 4-way tussle for the win. We're going to have 3 laps remaining here. Hazer, Merck, Pesci and Tajani joining in as well now. And is Merck going to get Hazer back into turn 14 for the first time in the last couple of laps? He's not going to overtake. It's turn 14. He will stay in behind here. Be interesting to see what happens. I think he's looking okay right now. Hazer, but Pesci is right there with them. They're all trying to sabotage each other's Grand Prix, but they all stay 1, 2, 3 and 4 into turn 1. But does Merck continue to go wide? He doesn't really on that occasion, in fairness, doesn't let Pesci in. Maybe it's a tactical ploy to push Hazer into an overtake down at turn 1. Maybe that's what Merck has been wanting to do. Potentially. Only potentially, of course. Still go at it here. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Nobody else will be fighting this one. C Lane on those soft tyres. Did he get the fastest lap as well? Just double check it. He did. 33.842 is the current fastest lap. And I may mention that nobody is particularly close to getting a fastest lap. So C Lane looks comfortable unless anybody boxes for a set with a soft compound of tyre. Let's see then on lap 26, which will lead into 27. Does Merck go for the overtake? I mean, with Pesci so close to him, he's almost got no choice. He's not using any battery though. Pesci will make the move on Hazer. Hazer's going to lose 2 places. Pesci not making a move on Merck. That was crucial for Pesci. And Merck does go a bit wide as well, out of turn 15, leading into turn 16 here. And Merck does retain the advantage, but Pesci has taken Hazer as well. What will Hazer do about that? We're on the penultimate lap of the Grand Prix now, and they are all going at it. Here comes Pesci, through goes Pesci! He does make the move stick, but Merck now will hold it, and holds the inside line, which leads to the outside, and down the inside goes Hazer, trying to follow Pesci in, and they are still going at it here, and I think Hazer has taken Merck. A good move there, following Pesci in, and up into P2 he goes. Who was in the best position here? It's a big look up there from Pesci. Who's in the best position here to take the win? Is it Pesci? Is it Hazer? Is it Merck? Or even Tajani, who's waiting in the wings? I do wonder what his battery levels are like. Maybe, if he's been smart, he may have been able to hold on to it. Merklo, it's been dropped a bit here, 0.8 of a second. That top two, maybe their tyre situation is coming into play here, because Pesci and Hazer are beginning to pull clear of Merck. Tajani is putting the pressure on the Williams now. Pushing those tyres too much in the battles with Hazer, and the little battle with Pesci just there as well. I do wonder if that's caused him a problem or not. But anyways, Hazer is going to look at a move, but he will stay in behind here. No overtakes being made by any of the quadruple of drivers here for P1, so it does look like surely now it's not going to be Tajani's race to win. It's got to be one of these three, most likely one of the championship contenders, Pesci or Hazer. It is a good battle for P1 for sure, and Pesci stays ahead. Hazer has to look down the inside, not going for the overtake into turn 1 and round the bends at the snail section into turns 2 and 3. Down the inside goes Hazer. Pesci holds him off. He keeps him at bay, but for how much longer? We're on the final lap of the Grand Prix now. Pesci leading the way into turn 5 and critically to turn 6. Will Hazer have a look down the inside? He doesn't. He holds off. Pesci still leads, but don't forget Hazer at the moment will get DRS into turn 14. How crucial will that be? Getting that DRS on the exit of turn 13 into turn 14 down the back straight. That is where you want DRS on the final lap. Providing you've got some battery to attack with, you've got yourself a chance. Hazer has got himself a chance. He was dominant, it seemed, earlier in the race. 2.5 seconds clear before the pit stops were being formed. What has Hazer got to offer? Because we're going round at turns 11, 12, and now we're to turn 13. Yellow flags for lost at the back. Enhancer Steel going at it, but on the final lap now, down the back straight. Pesci versus Hazer. Who will come out on top? Hazer with the DRS, don't forget. He is going at it, still trying to break the toe here, Pesci. Has Hazer got enough? They're going side by side. Into turn 14, Hazer breaks a bit earlier, but he goes for it now. Side by side, off goes Pesci, but he holds it. And Hazer is leading the race. Pesci will go round the outside. He will fight it to the very death. He will get DRS to the line. But Hazer wins at China. 700th of a second. He clinches the victory. Pivotal win. Brilliant display of racing between Hazer, Pesci, Merck and Tajani Brinkman. That is your 1, 2, 3 and 4. Absolute brilliant racing between them. I'm glad I watched the second half of that race because that was quite something. Lynx P's taking over P5, beating off Rusted Bolt. You've got Wizard Rex P7. William coming through, taking P8. Enhanced on his debut, takes a fast lap and gets P9. So an extra point will go to the Ferrari. P10 to Steel Lane. They'll be disappointed not to get the extra point in all fairness. And P11 at the back will be lost. Is he run out of fuel? I mean, he is ghosted, so he's either run out of fuel or something has happened. Let's see. Normally you can check for the telemetry. Yeah, he's unfortunately. I'm surprised there's no yellow flags. Normally the game brings out yellow flags when you run out of fuel, but I do believe Lost has run out of fuel. Anyways, he will get through and he will take home P11. Still good points. 10 points gained by Lost for Team Williams, but Hazer winning by 700ths of a second. Again, I'm glad I was able to watch that second part of the race because that was quite an enthralling battle to the line there. Not just between Hazer and Pesci, but Merck was leading through a lot of that. Tajani was there. Lynx Peace was there until he fell off the pace. But wow, brilliant racing between those 4 drivers. Bit gutted that the Wi-Fi problems did emerge. But you know what? In the end, can't really complain because the race was good. And all you've got to do if you have Wi-Fi problems is just go onto your second account because that apparently fixes it. I don't understand why that fixed it, but apparently it did. because I was testing it as well. I joined an open lobby to see what was happening. The lag was still there on my main account. So I thought, you know what? I've done this before. I did reset my MAC address, but I reset my MAC address before, and that didn't do anything. Then I cleared my Wi-Fi on the Xbox, and then actually I got it back on, obviously. That may have been it, to be fair. I don't know. It was weird. But either way, I'm glad it has fixed it all. But then, no, wait, was it lagging? No! So when I was in an open lobby, there was no lag. That was it, I remember now. So there's no lag when I was in the open lobby. So yeah, it was quite weird, to be honest. But anyways, that has been done. I bet if I joined on my main account, it would probably be lagging. I don't know why. It's done that for me before, to be fair. I remember trying to race at Monaco in 100% tier. It wouldn't let me back in no matter what I did. I think that was quite similar to that, because I was then streaming a career mode race. That was fine. And I think I played FIFA later that night. That was fine. You know, so things happen. But anyways, there you go. Proof that I'm on my second account. And obviously, Viva F1 comms. Anyways, that has been the race then, or half a race rather, at Shanghai. Superb victory there for Hazer. Just able to clinch the win. It was super close though, 7/100ths of a second. Have we had a closer finish this season? You know what, we probably have. I know we've had one in tier 1, we had one in 100% tier as well. I think Nick's piece was involved in both of them. But I guess in a good way for him, he wasn't involved in it this time. Because normally you don't like to come through second best when you lose by such a small margin. Well, sadly, that would be the case for Pesci, of course. Be interesting now what the championship is like, but Hazer may be leading the way here. But it will only be, again, a couple of points between them. Anyways, let's have a look what we're doing for this week then. Tomorrow night will be tier 2 race. My championship battle will continue. And we are racing at Las Vegas tomorrow night. So I guess my championship battle with Ghost will re-emerge and at track. He's been struggling a little bit over the past few weeks. I know we did get one win in that at Canada. But since then, he's not been the same driver, and I don't know why. Anyways, in Tier 3 on Wednesday night, it will be at Monaco. Best of luck to Tier 3. 100% Tier Friday night, it will be at Japan. Good track for racing on. In the international tier, it will be Saturday night at Bahrain. I'd actually be looking forward to that. I do like a little bit of Bahrain myself. But anyways, let's see what people are saying. Not my best debut race, but still fun. No, you did alright. You did alright. I mean, obviously I didn't see the first part of the race, so I can't comment on that. But you did seem to be having some good battles. Sadly, and I do have to feel apologetic for it. Couldn't quite see too many of your battles. I know you were having battles with the likes of Wizard Rex, D-Lane, I think one or two others. Probably got up to Mr. Perm at one point as well. But I had to stick with those at the front, especially Pesci and Hazer. Obviously, they're battling for the championship. You've got to sort of be around them quite a lot if they are having battles, I suppose, especially when they're at the front. I did occasionally drop down, but sadly, again, I didn't get much of it. Happy this is over. Yeah, China can be that sort of track, can't it? Really, it's not. And I think one of the problems is with China as well. Factor in, it's not one of the main tracks on the game. It's basically in as an extra. Same as Paul Ricard as well. Same as Portugal. And let's be real, those three tracks, not too many drivers get on well with. So it makes sense. It makes sense why China was maybe one of those tracks. But yeah. Anyways, I will end the stream. At least we managed to get a stream out of it eventually. Okay, it's only 34 minutes long. The race was probably, what, half an hour, not even that. But better than nothing, I suppose. Anyways, that has been Tier 1. Thank you for watching. Hazer taking the honours ahead of Pesci tonight with Merck holding off Tajani at the end as well. Thank you for watching and good night.